Greetings everyone. This is Harmony B coming to you today with a pick a card for the root chakra. So the root chakra, let's talk about that a little. So at this point in time, it's the beginning of the first day of April 2019, and we are going through this transition. So I did a monthly kind of overview reading, and it seemed that everyone's blessings was coming in. So I figure, since these blessings we were speaking of had to do with your financial means and your survival in life, that I would do a pick a card for your root chakra, so you can see if there were any messages that pertain to you that might could bring some enlightenment and further release and ease to your experience. So this is what we're doing today. So we have our three groups, 1, 2, and 3. So while I'm talking, you can see which one you think would be the number for you. Maybe you've been seeing one of these numbers repeatedly. Maybe one particular stack is drawing your attention over the others. So let's take a look. But I just wanted to say regarding the root chakra, it does have to do with financials, being grounded, being secure in life, being secure in yourself, your value system for yourself. I know you might think that it's the heart chakra thing, but your value for yourself has to do with your value for money. And if you notice, sometimes people who don't have very high standards for themselves, they don't have high financial gains, and that has to do with your belief system. And it's tied into your belief system that way. So everything is always connected anyhow. But that's just something to think about. So go ahead and pick your group. I'm going to go ahead and start reading the cards. I'll put the time stamps below so you can skip through. Maybe more than one applies to you. So, just go with what you feel. All right, y'all. I'm going to see you in the group reading. All right. Okay, so we have group number 1. All right, so if you selected 1, these cards should apply to some portion of your journey right now. So let's zoom in and see what we have. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And you see somebody journeying on their path. Then we have the Page of Wands, the High Priestess, the King of Cups, and just to supplement and have further guidance on, what could help during this part of your journey, we have divine guidance and body care. So we can already kind of see how these are going to apply to each one. All right, so what we're going to do to get started, we're going to read the Trust Your Path card. This is from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I don't get this card often, so let's see what it says. Just one moment to pull this up. The universe is conspiring, facing your true north node. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail, what lights you up? You will light up the world even without trying. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they are waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. If you want to take one step each day, within a year, you will have taken 365 steps in your direction, your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in dedication to that. Before you know it, in just a year from now, you'll turn back and look at the awe of how far you journey. Keep moving, opening up yourself to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way you are planning, but if you have little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than you could possibly imagine. So don't micromanage the universe. Trust your path and let your soul lead the way. So your inquiry question for yourself with this group number 1 is, if you knew you would be supported no matter what would you do? So that is awesome. Also, being that this is the number 1 group, and 1 is the number of new beginnings, and then you have this page of wands here, does show that you are learning on your path. And also, while I was reading Trust Your Path, I heard a message saying that you're already on this path. This is not something new to you. So it's just letting you know that you are supported, and you should continue doing what it is you're feeling called to do. So with that, you also have the High Priestess. So, you are the magic. You are the magic. So I feel this card saying that what is happening right now is that you are transitioning into the energy of this high priestess to be able to yield things the way you would like, which takes us back to this wands card to say that the wand is in your hand. The wand is in your hand, and you are in the spot of creativity where you can start to create the things you desire. You can stay on this path that you're already on to creating the things that you desire. You are heading in the right direction. You are headed in the right direction. And this page of wands is just letting you know that there is going to be some learning, and to be open-minded. And even though he is new at what he's doing, he doesn't look like he's feeling challenged. He looks like he's feeling comfort in his journey. He's kind of just in the journey. And being in the moment is important when you're trying new things, so that you can learn the most, so that you can be in a state of awareness. And then that also, to me, calls in the Kings of Cups, because your emotions, cups are about emotions. And this is also, if you notice, the orange dots around the card have to do with your sacral chakra, which has to do with your creativity. So it does feel like establishing good boundaries as you move along your path, acknowledging your feelings. Your feelings are your guide. Your feelings are your guide. So make sure that you are not treating them as though they're to be stuffed down, ignored, or meditated away. Face your truth. Your true north node includes your emotions. All right. So with that, things that can help you along your journey is body care. Do not forget about yourself. Yes, you will spend a lot of time building, creating, thinking up schemes, strategies, etc. But you're not to forget about yourself. Spend time in nature. Do things that are nurturing to yourself. Take care of yourself inside and out. And then divine guidance, that just kind of goes back to me, to the page of wands, and the first card, which is basically confirming that you are being guided on this path. You're not alone by any means. You are supported by ancestors, angels, and spirit guides. Lean to them. Go into yourself. Part of this body care is being able to be in tune with yourself. Be in tune with your star players, as they say. So, yes. So, that is what group number 1 is speaking to. So, you're on a new journey. Remember, you are supported. Be open-minded. Step into your truth, and do that by being authentic with your feelings, and use your feelings as a guide while taking care of yourself. All right, love. Thank you. You can get a personal reading at tailoredatonements.com or iamatune.com. Thank you. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. And let me know if you have any feedback or questions. All right. You can do that below in the comments. All right. Thank you, Infinity. We'll be going to reading number 2. All right. So here we go with group number 2. The theme card we have for group number 2 is, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Warrior Woman. All right. Then the cards that we have for the tarot are Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the 5 of Wands. And to support that, things that you can do or be aware of, emerging, intention, and manifestation. So we can kind of see a theme going here. So what I'm going to do is read the message for this card first. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? What are you being called to do or to face that requires courage? If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Living a heart and soul led life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul led life requires courage to triumph over fears. So often, our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. And the more resistance we have towards answering the call, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courageous famous line, "I am not afraid. I was born to do this." But the thing about courage is that it is not possible without fear. So, if you are feeling afraid, what is needed is courage. And courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at your fears in this light, then as uncomfortable as it may feel, it's actually a sign that you are on the right track. Okay, that's interesting because I feel like I was picking that energy up from this card, and it was kind of like exactly that concept of the courage and the fear, the duality that we experience when we're moving forward in things that we are passionate about. And that is that it's like when you take away the thing that is stopping you, all that is left is what you need. And I feel like I've been experiencing this in my life, even in ways as I've been moving through some transitions myself. So facing those fears has been tremendous to healing my heart, my root chakra, my solar plexus. Like all of that has been affected by facing my fears, and has brought me to a much better place of feeling very authentic with myself, which takes me to this card. And I know I don't exactly read the cards in order, but here we go. The Five of Wands, which was feeling like internal conflict. But while the internal conflict is happening, and the parts of yourselves, your ego, your mind, your spirit, your heart, being torn between the past and the future, and then the butterflies, those lovely little butterflies down there, just letting you know that this tug of war you're having is part of your transition. And then the 5 itself is a number of change. And then it has obviously the root chakra color right there to let you know that this is dealing with things that have to do with your belief system, your grounding, your survival in life, which in this day and time has a lot to do with your finances. Which brings me to this card, the Ace of Pentacles and also the Ace of Wands. You have 2 aces here. Things are being brought into your life. When I think of the number 2, I also think of partnership. So what this brings up for me is that it's putting 1 and 2 together and it's bringing you to the things that you desire. The Ace of Wands is saying that the power is in your hands, and it's saying to believe in yourself and know that you can do what you need to do to handle the situation. Do not let fear stop you when you have so much power inside of you. Acknowledge your power, face your fears, deal with your feelings, deal with them. Deal with them, face them, go directly into them, feel where they're coming from so that you can unroot them like weeds and just clear them from your garden. Okay, and then the Ace of Pentacles is saying wishes fulfilled to me. It's saying wishes fulfilled. It's like I keep getting this picture of like a video game at the end. This is like the thing that you tagged it that like you finished this board now. You finished this level now. So I just feel like it's all like it's coming together. And you need to just follow your path and face your fears. And facing your fears can feel like this. You see all that fire? Girl. You want to talk about a little bit of turmoil. Yes, it is a transitioning thing. And you know, fire is a transitioning thing. It takes liquid to gas. It takes metals to liquid. So, yes, fire would be appropriate to describe in transition. Yes, definitely. But again, back to facing your fears and the emerging. This is very interesting how he's laid out. So when you deal with what's going on inside of you, You emerge into a whole nother being that you have never been before, because you start taking away the layers of all the stuff you picked up on your journey through life. All the beliefs that you created because you saw something, heard something, experienced something. And with that emerging, you get wings. And you can see life differently. There's a different perspective that you didn't have. It's like an ascension process, like floating up from ground level in the middle of the battle until being able to overview and see, and then it becomes more of a play instead of a thing that disturbs you and you get entangled with. All right, and then as we're moving through this thing, your intentions that you set are basically also kind of similar to the goals, and the one thing that you are reaching for is your north node. And so I'm feeling like the connections in life, the synchronicities, the way things come together are off your intentions. So it's almost like check in with yourself and make sure the intentions you have behind what you're desiring is honest. It's honest, and you are honoring whatever that is inside of you. And yeah, because I know for me, I would like to just kind of give an example of something that might look like is, wanting to ask for a lot of money. You want it. And even if it's just, you just want it for your own experience, because it's just something you want to experience in life, that's perfectly fine. That can be the only reason. There doesn't have to be any other reason. So just be honest with yourself about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And allowing that intention to carry you through when things tend to maybe seem a little bit rough and that fire is burning and things are melting away from you. Just remember that you're emerging into the place of receiving so that you can manifest your intention. And then obviously manifestation, that goes right back over here with these aces. Because he's just always telling you right here that, you got this. It's coming. Just keep going. Get through the process. And then the wings again. I'm noticing. But yes. That's basically the theme here. So you want to just honor yourself. Honor your feelings. Your feelings are the keys to unlocking your potential, your reality you're desiring, the things you're desiring. You have to use those to get to where you're going. So face your fears and move forward with your journey. All right, peace, my number twos. Y'all have a harmonious being. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And feel free to comment at the bottom if you have any questions about the reading, or, if it vibe with you or not. I'll be really, really grateful to hear that feedback. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace. Okay, number 3, we are on to your reading today. Number 3, this is the theme card for you guys. How can you mother yourself? Star Mother. All right, and your tarot cards are the Emperor, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, and then to support your transition, things to be aware of, to know, to do, you have balance and soulmates. So this is interesting already. All right, well, let's see what we got here. The Star Mother. I'm going to read from the book for the theme card, because it just kind of helps to connect everything. That's how it's been going for the other readings, so I think I'm going to continue with that. And then the 3 itself just speaks of connection to me. Connecting all the pieces or something to that effect. So let's go. It says, you are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock your fears away. Lay all your worries, regret, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing the best, and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world from your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. So how can you take care of yourself? How can you mother yourself? So it sounds like there's some feelings of burdening happening here, which makes sense that the card of what to know and do would be balance. Okay, and then we got even the scales right here, which is upside down. So that kind of lets you know that your balance, back to what I was saying earlier, before I got to the readings about your self-value and your value for the money. All things are connected. All things are connected. And so then we have the Emperor here. Number 4, standing strong with the whole zodiac behind him. I feel like this is also about the connectivity. It feels that the balance is required for you to achieve your goals for your root chakra healing and bringing your finances and grounding into your life. Yes, I do definitely feel that this is about the connection of all things. The emperor ruling all things. He's not a king, he's an emperor. He runs empires, okay? So this is no small feat. This is no small thing that you're asking for. And so therefore, it does require for you to be able to be in a place of receiving that you are balanced inside, spiritually, mentally, physically, operating as one whole being. One whole being. Okay? And then the Knight of Cups. So he looks like he's celebrating with his creative chakra color card. He's looking like a nice, healthy solar plexus, right? I mean, sacral chakra right here. With his cup in hand, it feels as though he's conquered his emotions. Instead of letting his emotions control him, he is now using them as a tool. And he he has pulled it all together. Very forward moving energy in this card. It does feel like a conquering energy. And it does feel like that is the importance of the emotions. I am really feeling that again coming up to deal with, face your emotions like you are that knight. Don't be afraid. If you are feeling fear, you need to face that fear. Once you face that fear, then you release yourself further into the place of receiving so that you can take your throne as the emperor in your life. Okay? And then we have this beautiful soulmate card. So let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, this is coming through as like, so you have more than one thing that you're bringing together here. It's not just your money. This is actually about your soulmate as well. It's about you bringing in the person, the twin flame, the persons that you want to live your life with and be with for a long, long life here. This is not just about money. This is about the fulfillment of the dream, like having everything. You are looking for the life here. The life of your dreams. And that would also explain the 3. That's this more connectedness there. The level of the balance that you are acquiring. It may be troublesome to get there. He is on a horse. He is shielded. He has, he's a warrior. Like, he's a warrior. So just keep in mind that, there are others there with you, assisting you in your journey. You're not doing it alone. You're not doing it alone. Feel free to call on help. You have your angels, your ancestors, spirit guides, however you believe. Call on whoever you need to get to where you're going. But you can get through this and have everything. You can have everything. Everything. Okay? So that was real brief and sweet, but it looks like everything is going to be coming together for you. So that is great. I just feel to remind you that all things are connected. And to be open to seeing that experience, because that will help you balance out your emotions. All things are connected. All right, love. So that's my reading number 3 for you guys. Again, feel free to like, subscribe, and you can comment if you have any questions about my reading or my personal readings. I can give you that information. It will probably be below, but yeah, feel free to do that. I love the feedback. All right, y'all. Harmonious life to you all. Peace, infinity.